will be the man to take the free kick. The Atleti keeper, and it's a long kick downfield over to this left-hand side. Flicked on by Reinildo with the head, but then it breaks into centre field. And then a long diagonal ball downfield, looking here for Griezmann. He's got it inside the box on this right-hand side, but the cross is blocked. And then, is there a foul there on... No, there's not. The ball's whipped back in again, and Barcelona defend it well there with Martinez, and it goes out for a throw-in over on that far right-hand side. So Atletico asking a couple of questions there in response to that lightning quick start from Barca. Now, they have it again here. Here's Lenormand on the halfway line for Atleti. Gets the ball out to Reinildo on this left-hand side. And now Simeone. Reinildo again, gets in round the back of Koundé, then cuts back inside, puts the ball into the box, but it's deflected out by Barcelona. And a lovely flick round the corner there by Fermin, and then a gorgeous ball with the outside of the foot there, looking for the run of Rafinha. Absolutely superb that from Lamine Yamal. Outside of the boot. We saw one of those last night in the game for Real from Vinicius. And now Atleti have the ball on this right-hand side. It's got off to a flyer this game. Now they've got space, edge of the box. Ball whipped in, goes across the edge of the 6-yard box, but there's nobody there to tap it home, and it trickles out for a goal kick. So both teams have had a couple of little sighters here after a bit of a tentative start. Both teams are looking very threatening going forward. It's a lovely ball from Griezmann. Slide rule pass out to that right-hand side. What a fabulous ball from Lamine Yamal. A 40-yard pass with the outside of his boot. He almost managed to pick out Rafinha. So goal kick taken short. Rafinha brought down from behind there. It will be on a yellow card, and an early one. Cesar Azpilicueta saying that's my first transgression to the referee. But he came in right through the back of Rafinha. And he's still gesturing with one finger there, Azpilicueta, saying it's the first tackle I've made in the game. But the referee not interested, sends him away. Jimenez, the captain, trying to plead his case, but he really did catch him there, caught him right on the Achilles as he came through there, the former Chelsea man. And Rafinha is still down here, and he looks in a bad way. This would be a huge blow to Barcelona at this stage. Azpilicueta sort of gesturing him to get up, thinking that he's making a meal of this, but Rafinha clutching the back of his left ankle there. Just over 6 minutes gone, 0-0, 4-all an aggregate, and Rafinha, he definitely, studs down the calf there, down onto the Achilles. And the medical staff are on for some treatment for Rafinha. Break in play. Players taking on some water. Diego Simeone still gesturing from his technical area. Pulls in Reinildo for a little chat. It's been a lively start, and that's what we want to see. Games between these two sides are always incredibly entertaining. And just a little pat on the back to Lamine Yamal there from the assistant coach from Atleti. And the referee's now coming over to the technical area. It looked good-natured to me. I'm not sure what's happening here. The referee's coming over into the technical area. Well, he's looking at VAR actually. Now this could be serious. Yellow card's been given. He's checking this on the VAR to see whether this is going to get upgraded to a red. The Atleti players are behind the referee waving their hands. The referee's looking at the screen. So we could get some early drama here. Azpilicueta, his first tackle of the game. And he's going to be sweating here. He might be going off, which will throw things into a little bit of chaos here. Change in formation for Simeone, gone to a back five tonight. The referee's seen what he has to see. And no, he's happy with the decision that he's made. So a sigh of relief all round there, especially for Azpilicueta, who's still... He's not happy, is he? He's still raging at that decision. And I think he should count his lucky stars that he's still on the pitch. That's the main thing. And he's got to watch himself now. Referee having a conversation now with Diego Simeone, telling him to calm it down. And he's been booked as well, Simeone, so he's gone into the book as well. You know, he's a bit of a firecracker, the Argentinian. And he's been booked as well for his response. We've got 3 Atleti players there who are behind the referee looking at the screen, all waving their arms. Anyway, we're back underway. Sloppy ball there from Martinez, given straight to Alvarez inside the centre circle. Now Simeone. Now it comes to Reinildo on this left-hand side. Nice little ball there, trying to bring in Simeone round the back of Koundé, who does well. And then Barcelona win themselves a throw-in. Or is it a free kick even? Looks like it might have been a foul on Lamine Yamal by Pablo Barrios, and it's taken quickly. Now here's Martinez for Barcelona. 9.5 gone. 0-0. 4-4 on aggregate. Game on a knife edge, and already we've seen some drama, and it's getting a little bit spicy out there. Another late challenge comes in. Player goes down, but the referee says play advantage. There's no love lost between these two sides, that's to put it mildly. And that's again very tentative and sloppy there from De Jong. He gives the ball away inside his own half. Alvarez tries to pick out Griezmann. It's blocked, but he gets the rebound back. He has it now on the edge of the box, trying to get the ball out of his feet, surrounded by 4 players. Simeone whips the ball in across the box. It takes a deflection off Martinez. Griezmann keeps it in at the byline, but the referee is pointing to the fact that that's going to go out, I think, for a corner. A late flag there, but that was sloppy. It was De Jong who gave the ball away really cheaply. And Simeone somehow got the cross in, came off the foot of Inigo Martinez, and it did cross the line, so it will be a corner to Atleti on this right-hand side. 10.5 minutes gone. First corner of the night for the home team. And there is mucho jostling inside the box. Ball comes into the near post. Not the best corner. And De Jong will try and get this ball out to this right-hand side. He's still near the corner flag. Finds Pedri. And then he clears the decks with a long ball downfield. Now then, if Rafinha can get onto this. But no, that was good work in the end from Reinildo, who got there first. But they do look pretty exposed on the counter to Atleti. They've already been undone by Lamine Yamal early on. And they've missed the ball there. Now it breaks for Barca. Pedri picks out a lovely ball. Edge of the box. Oh, what a shot that was from Lamine Yamal. Left-footed from the edge of the box on this right-hand side. That can't have missed by much, that far left post. He's absolutely lethal when he brings it onto that foot on the edge of the box, onto that left foot. And he curled it, but it goes wide of the post. And again, another warning for Atleti. 12 minutes gone. Both teams guilty of a little bit of sloppiness in midfield, giving the ball away. Here's Musso now with the goal kick from the edge of the 6-yard box. Sends it long downfield, headed back into the Atleti half there by Martinez. And another foul comes in now. And another yellow card. Well, it's all happening here. Player's gone down, and it looks as if it's going to be... I'm just looking to see who that is, actually. It looks like Rafinha again, and it's Rodrigo de Paul who's gone into the book. And again, there's a lot of chat going on between... Yeah, he comes in with the studs there. And again, yeah, he stood on him. Stood on his Rafinha. He's coming in for some real tap here tonight. And again, that's a poor one from De Paul. Again, studs down the ankle. And it is getting very spicy out there. No further action taken. It's going to be a free kick to Barcelona on this left-hand side. About 50 yards out. Rafinha will be the man to take it. He chips it into the box. Musso comes out, punches the ball out. Not overly convincingly. It goes out for a Barcelona throw-in. Might have caught one of his own players there with a bit of friendly fire. It's his skipper, Jimenez. Musso did come out there, towered over everyone, and got the punch clear. But looking at the replay there, yeah, he did catch Jimenez in the back of the head there with his elbow as he came through with the punch. Occupational hazard. Well, a free kick's been given to Atleti. I'm not sure what that was all about. But it's taken quickly by Musso from the edge of the box and then launched downfield. Looking for De Paul on that right-hand side, but Barcelona win the ball back and then give it away. It is very frantic and frenetic in the middle of the pitch. Both teams struggling to keep hold of the football. Kubasi, now Pedri, now Frenkie de Jong, halfway line. Squares it over to Koundé. Game has not settled down into any kind of tempo yet. It is very fast and furious. Mistakes being made aplenty. Now Rafinha into Pedri in centre field, looking to weave his magic. Here's Koundé to Lamine Yamal on this right-hand side, sends it back to Kubasi. Halfway inside the Atleti half. Nice ball downfield there. And a lovely turn and a flick with the outside of the foot there from De Jong. But it goes all the way through. Sorry, it was Fermin Lopez, beg your pardon. Goes all the way through to Musso in goal. It was a clever idea. Straight ball with the outside of the boot, trying to penetrate that back three. And Musso waves his players forward as he drops the ball and sends a long kick downfield. Simeone leaps for the header, misses it. But it's come off a Barca player. It's come off Fermin, so it will be a throw-in to Atleti on this left-hand side. 0-0, 4-4 on aggregate. Real Madrid awaiting the winners. Reinildo with the throw-in for Atleti on this left-hand side. Was it sideways? Griezmann sends it back to Llorente, and that goes back to Musso. Long kick downfield again. Header flicked on by Reinildo. Pedri can't gather it in centre field. Back to Reinildo. Now Barrios gets the ball out wide on this right-hand side. Opportunity here as Azpilicueta. Now the ball whipped in and it's blocked by Alejandro Balde. And it will be another corner to Atleti on this right-hand side. The game swinging from one side to the next. Enterprising stuff. Lenormand will come forward. All the other defenders get a bit of height in the box for this corner. And well, they almost went short there. In fact, they have. They've gone short and back. De Paul now out to this. Right, gets to the byline. Ball whipped in, but it's too strong. And goes out at the back post from Griezmann. And it will be a goal kick to Barcelona. It was a well-worked corner in the end. Griezmann sent it back downfield and then got the ball back. Was able to get his crossing from the byline, but just too much on it. And it sailed out past the back post and out for a goal kick. Kubasi has the ball now for Barcelona. They've taken the goal kick short. Now Koundé on this right-hand side. Back across to Kubasi. 17 minutes gone. We've seen little flashes of danger from both teams. Both teams very capable of causing each other damage. Not much between these two sides this season. Now then, this is a good run from De Jong down the middle. Rafinha with the flick downfield, looking for Fermin. But De Paul with the gloves on, diffuses that one. Not the best ball there, back from Alvarez. He's given it away, and now Lamine Yamal will just dink the ball back to Koundé, and it comes all the way back to Kubasi on the halfway line. I've seen a few sloppy balls from both teams. Here's Pedri. Little flick again from Rafinha. Too fancy that. Blocked by Jimenez. And then lashed downfield by Atleti. All the way back to Szczesny, who's way out of his box there. The Polish keeper, all in bright orange tonight. Now here's Inigo Martinez. Benches inside the Atleti half. Now Kubasi, edge of the centre circle. Now Koundé on this right-hand side. Yamal, ball back to Kubasi with the outside of his boot. Now Martinez again over on this left-hand side. Ball into centre field. Nice flick round the corner. Finds Pedri. He picks out a lovely ball. They're into the box. Oh, that was gorgeous. One-touch football there from Rafinha to Torres. But it was good defending from Jimenez. He got the block in and dispossessed him. Barca have the ball back inside their own half very quickly with Kubasi and Pedri. Well, that was a stunning little piece of play there from Barcelona. One-touch football. They got inside the box there. Now a lovely ball again there from Lamine Yamal, looking for Fermin on the edge of the box, but he's dispossessed. And now it breaks for Atleti, but that's another poor ball. This time from Azpilicueta, and that's gone straight to a Barcelona player. And now here's Koundé, has the ball back again. Game still to settle down. Here's Fermin Lopez. Both teams, as I say, been a little bit slapdash with their passing. Here's Kubasi. Now here's Inigo Martinez on this left-hand side, 30 yards out, little 1-2 with Rafinha. Ball comes back to Kubasi once again. And now Jules Koundé inside the centre circle. Pau Kubasi, straight ball this time to Pedri. He sends it out to Martinez on this left-hand side. Little 1-2 again with Rafinha. Atleti holding their shape at the moment. This is patient build-up by Barcelona. Rafinha on the left again. Little ball in field to Pedri. He floats it out now to this right-hand side to Koundé. 30 yards out. Little short pass to Lamine Yamal, who flicks it over the top. Koundé gets in behind! And that was almost Gascoigne-esque. He got in behind. He looped the ball over the top of the defender, but couldn't finish what he then started with the return volley. Clever play. He hooked it over the top of Robin Lenormand. He got in behind the back of Reinildo. Hooked it over the top of Lenormand, but then shanked the volley. He was off balance, but that was a gorgeous little ball from Lamine Yamal. He literally just flicked it with the toe of his boot up over the top of the defensive line from a standing position. Pure impudence and sheer brilliance from the young Spaniard. He really is an incredible talent. Barca have it again. Inigo Martinez, now Pau Kubasi. 21 minutes gone here at the Metropolitano. Still 0-0. Both teams have had pretty decent chances. I wouldn't say they were gilt-edged by any means. Now Balde on this left-hand side, cuts in field. Pedri, lovely little flick back to Balde. He threads it through to the edge of the box, looking for Torres. It's in the box and it's a scramble, but Atleti managed to get it away. And now maybe they can break downfield. Here's Alvarez on this right-hand side. Has to turn back at the halfway line, and then, well, has he won himself a throw in there? No, it will be a Barcelona throw. And that was, again, another sloppy pass back there from Julian Alvarez. And again, looking dangerous, Barcelona. They're getting into the box, but Atleti just with enough bodies in there to foil another opportunity. It was good work from Lenormand, who hacked the ball clear. And now Barcelona have lost possession. Goes to Azpilicueta. Atleti are trapped near the corner flag here on this right-hand side, but they've managed to work the ball out, but they've lost it here. Barcelona have the ball back. Good pressing and pressure from the Barca players over on that far touchline. They would not let them out. Now here's Lamine Yamal on this right-hand side. Ball back in field to Koundé. Now Pau Kubasi. And Barcelona definitely starting to dominate possession now, as they do against most teams. Balde on the left. Ball comes back to Martinez. De Jong drops to collect the pass. Edge of the centre circle. Now Pedri. Out to Balde again on this left-hand side. Ball back to Pedri. And then it comes across to Koundé. Little flick round the corner, looking for the run there of Fermin, who's trying to getting round the back of that back three, but the little flick around the corner was just too strong there, and Musso got to the ball first. Weaving some pretty patterns around that box. Oh, Barcelona. So far, Atleti defending staunchly. Long kick downfield. Alvarez can't control it. And it's good work from Kubasi. Gets it back to Szczesny. He then lashes it downfield, but it goes straight to Reinildo. Simeone. Oh, that's a heavy touch. And Atleti have lost the ball again. Now it breaks for Yamal down this right-hand side. Squares it across here. And now they have it on the edge of the box. Here's Rafinha. Chips it back across the box when maybe he should have shot. He was looking for Lamine Yamal. Atleti got there first. And now they put the ball out for a throw-in on this right-hand side. But Barcelona now definitely starting to turn the screw here. Simeone out of his technical area. Not happy with what he's seeing. Koundé with the quick throw. Kubasi. Now Pedri on the halfway line. Now starting to threaten now Barcelona. Starting to, I'll say, certainly look dangerous on the counter. They are now starting to find a few little gaps with the flicks and the tricks. Here's De Jong now on the halfway line. Now Jules Koundé. Yamal. Again, it's just speed of passing, but the youngster has fouled there. Bit of a heavy touch from Lamine. And it will be a free kick to Atleti just inside the Barcelona half on this left-hand side. It's Pablo Barrios. Yeah, just clipped him there. And Lamine. And it will be a free kick to Atleti. They take it quickly and almost lose it, but they're going to get a throw-in. That was a bit of a waste, to be honest. Reinildo with the throw, and he goes all the way back into his own half. Here's Lenormand. Now Jimenez back to Juan Musso, so that really gone from the Barca half all the way back to the keeper there in the space of 20 seconds. Griezmann can't win the header from the long ball downfield. Barca with Balde will send it back to Wojciech Szczesny. Here's Jules Koundé. Little flick with the outside of his boot to pick out De Jong. Koundé back in field again. Lamine's ball is blocked, but Barca will retain possession. Now it comes out to Balde on this left-hand side. Little short ball to Rafinha. He sends it back to the halfway line. Martinez. Now De Jong inside the centre circle. Koundé. Patient build-up again from Barcelona. Just knocking it around between themselves. Atleti not getting sucked into a high press at the moment. Martinez kicks out Rafinha. But he's been dispossessed there. Again, that's sloppy. But then another poor ball from from Azpilicueta. Trying to go backwards there, and he's put it out for a throw-in. Taken quickly. Pedri. Now Rafinha. 30 yards out. Squares it across here to Lamine. Lovely slide rule ball, and he's in! And it's a goal! And it's Ferran Torres. What a pass that was from Lamine Yamal. Square ball across, and then it was a slide rule pass. A side-footed slide rule pass from 25 yards out. And Ferran Torres timed his diagonal run absolutely perfectly. Got in between that back three and just deftly put it into the bottom left corner as Musso came out. What a goal that was, and what a pass from Lamine Yamal. Absolutely glorious. He timed his run perfectly there. It was Jimenez who was playing him onside. It was a diagonal run. It went right through the middle of the back three. What a pass. And as the keeper came out, a gorgeous finish from Ferran. Just dinked it to the left of the oncoming Musso. And it goes into the bottom left corner. And Barcelona hit the front here at the Metropolitano. It has been coming, you feel. But it took a ball of absolute genius from young Lamine to unlock this Atleti defence. And as things stand, and there is a long way to go, we are currently looking at an El Clasico Copa del Rey final. Now, how will Atleti respond. Another Barca player has gone down in the Atleti half. Looks like it's Pedri. He's clutching his abdomen there. This game could get ugly very quickly, coming up to the half-hour mark. It's 5-4 on aggregate, which is how it finished last night at the Bernabeu. Pedri is gingerly up to his feet. And the game will resume. The referee just says to Atleti, just play it from where it is, which they do. Now here's De Paul, easily dispossessed. He's having a shocker. Now then, Barca can break downfield again here. De Paul, though, works really hard to win the ball back after he gave it away so carelessly. Now Alvarez on this left-hand side works it onto his right foot, but that's brilliant from Fermin. And he's taken the ball off him, and now De Jong can break downfield. They're being outworked here. Now then, here's Lamine on this right-hand side, 25 yards out, trying to get it onto that left foot, edge of the box, dinks it into the box, then a little casual flick. Oh, Muso's ball has hit a Barca player, and it breaks to this 6-yard box. Oh, and that is a shocking miss. But that was so careless there from Atleti. Lamine had the ball on this right-hand side, working it onto that deadly left foot. He dinked the ball through instead. And then the clearance from Azpilicueta went into a Barca player, I think, there. It was a real comedy of errors inside the box. Lamine looked like he was going to shoot from the edge of the box there, but just dinked it through for Pedri, who then flicked with the outside of his boot, and actually it was the clearance from Lenormand that went straight into the shins of Rafinha as the keeper came out, and who was then left stranded, and it broke to Lamine 6 yards out, and he completely shanked it. That could have been and should have been maybe 2-0. Goal kick by Atleti downfield, but it goes straight to Barcelona, who are really starting to turn the screw now. Here's Pedri on halfway. Atleti have just been really careless with the ball at their feet. Barcelona have had their moments of sloppiness too, but Atleti are not doing themselves any favours at all, constantly losing possession of the football. And against a team like Barca, they will hurt you. Here's Lamine again. He's tugged down there on the edge of the box by it's Reinildo, and that's another yellow card. The third one of the evening for Atleti, and that's including the manager. And he's wagging his finger in the face of the referee. They better be careful, Reinildo. But Lamine there, he did him completely, and then he just grabbed his arm and pulled him down on the floor. I don't know what he's complaining about. Clear free kick and a yellow card, and a dangerous position here now. Free kick about 21 yards out, over on this right-hand side. So it will be a left-footed curling effort. Four-man wall for Atleti inside the 18-yard area. And Rafinha standing over this. There's a left-footed player who may give this a go. Or maybe it will be No, it is Rafinha who whips it in. It takes a deflection off the wall, and it will be a corner for Barcelona over on this left-hand side. And they are starting to look very dangerous now. And Atletico are struggling to cope with them. And a corner to Barca. 32 minutes gone. They lead by a goal to nil. I reckon we might have 5 or 6 added minutes as things stand due to the injury to Rafinha, which seemed to take a while to remedy. Corner taken short by Barcelona. Balde almost dispossessed there. Now it comes to... Well, he's going to take a long shot here. Oh, goodness me, that's gone way over the bar from Balde. He was a good 35 yards out there, the left back. But no one anywhere near him. But he went for an effort, but it was way over the crossbar. So goal kick to Atleti. And they go long again. Looking for Griezmann. He wins the flick-on header downfield, but De Jong just simply heads it back to Fermin. And now Koundé. And he's dispossessed, though, inside his own half. Griezmann looks for the ball downfield, but that's blocked by Pedri, and Barcelona win the ball back again. An Atleti player has gone rolling around on the floor. The referee has stopped the game briefly, but I don't think it's going to be a foul on Alvarez, I beg your pardon. And again, a little careless passage of play there from both teams, and in their attempts to try and win the ball back. It was Pedri. Fancy flick with a wry smile. Sliding there from Alvarez. I think Pedri just might have stood on his foot there. It was very accidental, but the free kick has been given to Atleti, tight to the touchline on this left-hand side, just inside the Barcelona half. 33.5 minutes gone. Atletico Madrid 0, Barcelona 1. Barca leading 5-4 on aggregate. Griezmann whips the ball downfield into the box, and an unmarked header there from around 15 yards out, but it goes sailing over the bar. It was Reinildo, and then Lenormand with the header. It's a decoy run from Reinildo, and Lenormand, no one picked him up there. 15 yards out, bullet header, but it went over the crossbar. Throw-in quickly taken by Lamine Yamal. Now here's De Jong. Now Pedri. De Jong again on the halfway line. Pedri has it again. Turns. Finds Yamal. Fermin went for a bit of a Hollywood flick there. And now Barca. Someone's going into the book here. Excuse me. And it looks like it's Frenkie de Jong. Yes, it is. He protests his case, but the referee has put the Barcelona captain into the book. It's been a feisty old contest, this. Yeah, it was a bit of a late one there on Rodrigo de Paul, and again it came around through sloppy passes. And again, De Jong, in his attempt to try and retrieve the ball, stood on the foot of de Paul, who's not got up. He's in some strife here, the Argentinian. And this is all going to add to the added time. Both captains now being called over to the referee, De Jong and Jimenez. I think the referee is just trying to say here, lads, you need to calm yourselves down. There's too much of this going on. De Jong obviously has just gone into the book for Barcelona. Looking at the replay, he did get the ball, but on his follow-through, he clearly stands on the foot of Rodrigo de Paul, so maybe De Jong feels he's been a bit hard done by there. He did get the ball first, but then he did catch him on the way through, and sometimes that is pretty unavoidable. De Paul's up on his feet now, having plenty to say to De Jong. It will be a free kick to Atletico, and he's hobbling forward, the Argentinian. So 36 minutes gone, 1-0 Barca. It has been a scrappy affair. Barca have been the better team, and it has been incredibly feisty. Free kick taken short and back to Barrios. Well, that's very negative from Atleti. Goes all the way back to Musso. Now here's Azpilicueta. Comes out to this right-hand side for Atleti. Ball downfield, gathered on the edge of the centre circle, and then lashed downfield looking for the run of Antoine Griezmann, but it will go out for a throw to Barcelona. Bit of a waste that from Athletic. And Barcelona taking the lead for Ferran Torres. Absolutely glorious pass from Lamine Yamal, which opened up the Atleti defence like a can of beans. And a lovely deft finish from Ferran. Preferred tonight to Robert Lewandowski, who's on the bench if needed. Koundé with the throw now for Barca on this right-hand side. Picks out Fermin Lopez. And gathers the ball. Shows good composure there. Brings it across to this left-hand side. Balde leaves it for Rafinha, who has it on halfway. Back to Inigo Martinez. And now they have it on halfway with Pedri. And now it comes out to Yamal on this right-hand side. It goes back though to Koundé on the halfway line. He then sends it back to Kubasi. Patient stuff from Barcelona, but that's sloppy from Rafinha. He's lost the ball on halfway, but Barcelona win it back very quickly. Here's Frenkie de Jong now, who can come forward into a big gap here, looking for Torres, but his ball only manages to pick out Jimenez, who then lashes it out for a throw-in for Barca over on this left-hand side. And again, both teams being a bit careless in transition. We've seen 10 fouls in this game. We've only played 38 minutes. And a lot of those have come about through careless passing and players striving to win the ball back. Rafinha can't control that, but it did come off the foot of Cesar Azpilicueta, so it will be a throw-in to Barcelona on this left-hand side, which they take, and it will go backwards to Martinez. But, well, again, Atleti have given the ball away once again. De Paul. Now it breaks for Barcelona. They come down the middle here. Bags of space. Rafinha's in behind the back four. Shoots from the edge of the 6-yard box. Blocked by Musso with his feet. And Atleti survive yet again. But goodness me, they were absolutely AWOL down that left-hand side. And what a chance that was for Rafinha. But he didn't take it. Lovely ball from Yamal to pick out Rafinha, who was completely unmarked on the left-hand side of the 18-yard area. Again, he just slid the ball through. He got in round the back of Azpilicueta. Left-footed shot from 8 yards out to the near post, and Musso blocked it with his feet. Atleti now trapped near their own 18-yard box. Reinildo and Griezmann. He's won a throw-in over on this left-hand side. Coming up to 40 minutes gone. Still 1-0 to Barcelona. They've had chances. It could and should maybe 3-0. Yamal missing one from 6 yards out. Rafinha there. 8 yards out. Drilled it straight at the keeper. Atleti holding on. Well, they are only 1 goal behind. They are still very much in this contest. But again, almost gave the ball away, and in fact they have given it away again. Off a throw-in, Ferran Torres now into the box. Rafinha will gather it on the byline, whips it back across the edge of the area, but there's nobody there, and Reinildo will chest the ball back into the hands of Musso. But again, they gave the ball away from a throw-in there, Atleti, and it's really, really sloppy stuff from the home side. You simply cannot give Barcelona opportunities like this. They will hurt you. And they're lucky that it's only 1-0 at the moment, because it should be more. Atleti again lose possession of the ball. But Koundé, it's a foul on Reinildo. Comes in behind him. And Reinildo saying to his defensive colleagues, we've got to get this passing sorted out. We're putting ourselves under enormous pressure. Simeone, again, very animated. In fact, he fell over there. I'm not sure why he did that. Well, maybe I think he was mocking a Barcelona player for falling over. I don't know. He needs to be careful. He's on a yellow card. It is a free kick to Atleti over on this left-hand side. The keeper will take it. Lashes it long downfield. Koundé wins the header over Griezmann. It will go out for another Atleti throw on this left-hand side. 41.5 gone. Atletico Madrid 0, FC Barcelona 1 in this Copa del Rey semi-final second leg. Barcelona 5-4 ahead now on aggregate, and Atleti have given the ball away again there, and again in an effort to retrieve the ball, Lenormand has fouled Ferran Torres, so it will be a free kick to Barca near the halfway line, taken quickly and short by Frenkie de Jong. Comes across to Inigo Martinez. Now de Jong once again inside the centre circle. Little bustling run forward there. Finds Pedri to his left. He calms things down. Looking for options. Just dinks it to Koundé on this right-hand side. Now Lamine Yamal. 2 men force him near to the touchline, so he comes back in field, try to get a ball downfield, but it was blocked by Griezmann, and it ricochets back into the Barca half, tidied up by Kubasi. Now Martinez with a long ball down that left-hand flank. It's kept in play there, or is it by Atleti? No, it's going to be a throw-in to Atletico because the ball downfield did go out of play. It will be Azpilicueta with the throw-in for Atleti. 43 gone. Rodrigo de Paul sending it back to Lenormand on the edge of his 18-yard box. And again, a good pressing from Barca, and the ball downfield was blocked by Ferran. So it will be a throw-in to Atletico, level with the edge of the 18-yard box. Final 2 minutes plus stoppages in this first half. I think we're probably going to get a good 6, maybe 7 minutes of added time here, to a couple of injury stops. Another throw-in for Atleti on this right-hand side. It's not like they've been out enthused by Barca at times. Throw downfield is dreadful again. It's just given straight to Barcelona. Atleti player's gone down, the ref waves play on. De Jong, not the best pass there for Lamine Yamal. There was too strong, and then a bit naive that from Lamine. Little shove in the back of Ronaldo, and he went down like a cheap suit there, and he's won himself a free kick over on that left-hand side. But again, really, really careless from Atletico. And as I say, they are very fortunate that they're only 1 goal down in this game. Barcelona will be maybe a little bit disappointed that they have not furthered the advantage, because they know 1 goal will probably not be enough. It might be, but chances are it might not be either. Free kick again to Atleti. Koundé jumping over the top there and fouling Simeone. So it will be a free kick to Atleti on this left-hand side. Taken quickly by Griezmann, but that's too strong. Looking for the run of Alvarez, who thought he'd snuck in round the back there, but it goes straight through to Szczesny. He rolls it out, and now 3 minutes of added time. Well, I'm staggered at that. Yamal halfway line just casually sends it backwards to Koundé. Now it comes out to Martinez on this left-hand side. Ball back in field to Kubasi. Now Frenkie de Jong brings it forward into the Atleti half. Now Fermin to de Jong. Again Barcelona keeping the ball well here, just passing it amongst themselves. Atletico keeping their shape. Now de Jong, he's been dispossessed there, a heavy touch as he tried to work the ball forward. Referee, well, they've been appealing for a handball there. Ref not interested, and Barca can break downfield here again. Now, Yamal, edge of the box, tried to dink it across with the outside of his boot, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Pablo Barrios adamant that that was a handball by Gavi, but the ref not interested. Now, it came off his elbow, and he wasn't even looking at the ball. So how you can give that as a handball, I'll never even know. So, into the first of the 3 minutes of added time. In fact, it's gone out for a corner to Barcelona on this right-hand side. Lots of pulling and pushing inside the box, as is the norm. Corner is taken short. Here's Yamal. Dinks it back in field. Then it's whipped into the box. Koundé went for the header there. Griezmann can't keep the ball in, and it will be another Barcelona corner on this right-hand side. Will they go for a more traditional corner this time round? They're going to have to get a move on. Almost inside the final minute of this added time. Ball clearly went out over the line. So Rafinha, this time he goes along the floor to the near post. That was an awful corner, but he's won himself another attempt here because it was defended at the near post by Lenormand. So it will be a third consecutive corner for Barcelona, and they've gone short again. Here's Yamal, got to get it into the box. The clock is ticking, and he's pulled back there, and that's going to be a free kick and a booking for Julian Alvarez. And the yellow cards are really racking up now for Atleti. He clearly tugged him back there by the arm, and you just can't do that. We've already seen Reinildo go into the book. He almost pulled the shirt off his back. And you just can't do that. Simeone going absolutely ballistic inside the technical area, trying to get his players to focus here, because we are now in overtime of overtime. And it's a free kick to Barcelona on this right-hand side. And again, a lot of jostling and hugging going on inside the box there. Pretty much in the same spot they had the last one. Rafinha and Pedri standing over the ball. Referee's just gone into the box just to have a word with one or two players, just to tell them to calm it down a little bit. Rafinha again chips it into the box. Koundé can't get his head on it, and it's going to be a free kick to Atleti. Or is that half-time whistle? It's the half-time whistle. Well, it's been an interesting half. It's not been bursting. Oh no, I thought he'd blown for half-time there. It was a quick free kick taken by Atleti. They launched it downfield. An Atleti player was fouled on his way through, who was Simeone. Major confusion here. Is it half-time or not? Well, it was a long ball downfield. There was clearly a foul on Simeone. He was shoved down to the floor by Alejandro Balde. We are now a minute, almost 90 seconds into over the 3 minutes of added time. So the referee just wants the free kick taken again. It's launched downfield by Musso. And that is half-time now. Well, what a farce that was there in the last knockings of that first half. Simeone not impressed. He's marched off down the tunnel. But a fairly scrappy contest, a bad-tempered contest as well in many ways. But Ferran Torres' goal on 27 minutes after a beautiful pass from Lamine Yamal separates the two sides. 4 players plus the manager have gone into the notebook for Atleti. They have been very careless and sloppy with the ball in that first half. They have got work to do. They'll just be pleased that Barcelona did not take further advances. They could have had at least 2 or 3 in that first half. There's a lot of angry Atleti players down there on the pitch. But half-time here at the Metropolitano, as things stand, it's going to be an El Clasico final in the Copa del Rey, but we have another 45 to come. Half-time here, it's Atletico Madrid 0, Barcelona 1. We'll be back in 15.
Player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page.
Well, welcome back to the Riyadh Metropolitano. I'm Joe Mills here in the Spanish capital for this Copa del Rey semi-final second leg between Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. Barca leading 1-0 at half-time. Ferran Torres on 27 minutes. It should have been and could have been more. 4 Atleti players in the book and the manager as well. They were very poor in that first half, Atletico. Barcelona, well, they'll be, I think, a little bit disappointed that they're not further in front, but they have a 5-4 aggregate lead coming into this second half. And a meeting with the old foe, Real Madrid, in the final awaits for either one of these two sides. It's been a feisty affair, to put it mildly. And the teams now making their way out onto the pitch. Atletico in the famous red and white stripes, red socks and the royal blue shorts. Barcelona all in lime green tonight, as the players now making their way down the tunnel for this second half. What will it bring? So much drama in that first half. Jose Moniera is our referee, and I'm sure he'll have his work cut out to keep a lid on this, because it was very feisty. And as I say, Atleti got 4 players who have already been booked in that first half, and they know that one wrong move. Well, there's been a change at half-time. Big Norwegian Alexander Sørloth is going to come on for Atletico. They didn't really create much at all in that first half. And Sørloth has a nasty habit of scoring against Barcelona. So Diego Simeone opting to go with a bit of size and height up front. I'm not sure who it is who's come off for him. All of that will be made clear in the next few moments. The Barcelona team now finally coming out onto the pitch for this second half. They'll be playing from right to left in this second half. Atletico will have kick-off, and as always, quite an atmosphere inside this wonderful stadium. And last night we saw a real thriller just down the road. Are we going to get the same here? We've also got another change as well. Javi Galán and Clement Lenglet and Alexander Sørloth. So 3 changes made by Diego Simeone. He was clearly not happy with what he saw as he made his way down the tunnel. And he's made 3 sweeping changes at half-time. Will that reverse some fortunes here? Still not overly clear who's made way for those 3 men. Looks like it might be Alvarez for Sørloth, because Griezmann is still out there, but we'll bring you those news as we get into this second half. Long ball downfield, which is dealt with by Kubasi, who then sends it downfield looking for the run of Lamine Yamal. Oh, the son has got the hook. Giuliano Simeone, his dad has brought him off. Lenglet has come on for him. Will be a free kick to Atleti here, just inside the Barca half. A foul by Inigo Martinez on Antoine Griezmann. Reinildo also come off, and he was on a yellow card. Sørloth came on for him. Rodrigo de Paul takes the free kick quickly. Now there's some space on the left here. Ball whipped into the box. Back post was Griezmann, but he couldn't steer it home. And that's a bit of a signal of intent there from Atleti. Free kick taken quickly there, and the Frenchman just glided in round the back of Inigo Martinez there, but very tight angle, and he had to try and send it back in with the outside of his boot. And now a foul on Barcelona there from Jimenez, and it's Javi Galán who's come on for Cesar Azpilicueta. So clearly he felt he had little choice, Diego Simeone. He got 4 men on yellow cards. You're only a moment of madness or an unlucky challenge away from going down to 10 men. And when you're trailing in the game, you can't afford that. Long ball downfield from Martinez. Tries to pick out the run here of Rafinha. He gets the ball into the box, but there's no one anywhere near it. And it just plops into the arms of Musso. And here's Rodrigo de Paul. Now Barcelona on the back foot here as the ball's chipped downfield. Sorloth chases it, but Szczesny comes out of his goal quickly. Lashes it downfield looking for Ferran. Pedri wins the header. Rafinha, that's careless, heads it into centre field, but straight to Atletico player. Now then, Griezmann releasing Sorloth, who's got in round the back here on this right-hand side. Gets it to the edge of the 6-yard box, squares it. Oh, he should have scored, Griezmann. 8 yards out, and he's hit it straight at Szczesny. The flag's gone up anyway. But there's a warning again. We saw in the first leg how Sorloth and Griezmann, well, Sorloth just didn't delay his run enough there. We know that Barca play this high line. And it was a comfortable drag back there. No one picked up Griezmann. It was really poor defending from Barcelona. They should have seen that Griezmann had hung back. But they didn't really make an effort to get onto him. And he, well, in the event, he fired it straight at Szczesny. It was a great save, but the offside flag had gone up. But that is a definite warning to Barcelona. I'm sure that Atletico have had a bit of a roasting at half-time. Here's Jules Koundé. Kubasi, De Jong. Koundé once again, almost losing possession there with a sloppy touch. And, well, they do momentarily lose it, Barca, but they win it ball straight back. Now, great ball from Pedri. Picks out Rafinha, gets it to the byline on this left-hand side, sends it into the box. It's blocked. And then Llorente manages to find Griezmann down this right-hand side. So a frenetic start again. Atletico player's gone down there. Rodrigo de Paul went down very cynically, but he's won a free kick nonetheless. Barcelona players can't believe it, especially Fermin, who was the man who was adjudged to have fouled him. So de Paul sends the free kick halfway across the pitch. Atleti have it on this left-hand side. Long ball downfield, looking for Sorloth, but De Jong wins that header. Comes back to Martinez, and then back to Szczesny, and then calmly finds Martinez. Now Alejandro Balde. And this left-hand side, it takes a little flick off the foot of Barrios, so it will be a throw-in to Barcelona, and all their subs are out warming up now. They've yet to make any changes. Sweeping changes made by Diego Simeone at half-time. It's a throw-in, taken quickly by Balde, gets the ball back, stands on the ball and almost loses it. And Marcos Llorente, well, he feels he should have had a corner there. Diego Simeone going nuts again. It's almost like watching a performance artist, watching Diego Simeone in the box. Well, they've actually got the corner now. They take it quickly. Rodrigo de Paul whips it in, headed out comfortably by Inigo Martinez. And they have to head it back all the way here to Lenormand, who then sends it back to Musso. Chips the ball out to this left-hand side to Javi Galan. Now de Paul comes back into the back line here for Atletico. Jimenez, now Galan on this left-hand side, cuts in field, gets round Koundé for pace as well there. Now, long ball, looking for Griezmann, who got away from his man, but there's too much on it, and it goes out for a goal kick. Not a bad effort, that. It was Alvarez. That long ball, but just too much power on it. Szczesny takes the goal kick quickly from the edge of his 6-yard box. But that's careless again, given away by Kubasi. Straight to De Paul. He slips the ball through. One-on-one Sorloth, and he's missed. What a chance that was for Atletico. And Barcelona would have only had themselves to blame there. They play the high line again, and well, he's offside, I think. Well, they stepped up there. Sorloth broke the line. He was through one-on-one, and he's hit that into the side netting from the left edge of the 6-yard box. Simeone looks to the sky in complete disbelief. Well, that was really careless again there. Kubasi giving the ball away, and then they didn't manage to step up in time. Galan has fouled Lamine, so it is a free kick to Barcelona. And again, it's a bit of a scrappy and frenetic start to this second half, but Atleti have certainly looked the more dangerous in this opening 8 minutes of this second half. Barcelona, well, they'll feel they need to just wake up here. They've been very careless on the ball, but they have it now. Now space for Rafinha, edge of the box on this left-hand side, trying to bring it inside on his right foot. Tees it up, Yamal, I keep saying Lamal, I beg your pardon. He tried to get his shot away first time, but he scuffed it badly, straight into the hands of Musso. And now Atletico have it with Alvarez. Comes out to this left-hand side. Javi Galan. 53 minutes gone almost. Still 1-0 to Barcelona. Game still on a knife edge. Now then, chance down this right-hand side for Llorente. Oh, that's a poor ball into the box. He did the hard work getting in round the back of Balde. But his ball just too close to Szczesny. He rolls it out quickly, and now they break downfield at pace here with Frenkie de Jong. Now Fermin. Now Lamine Yamal down this right-hand side, fleet-footed. Gets through 2 tackles, gets it to the edge of the box. Now it breaks for Ferran Torres. Little back heel, perhaps too cute there. And Lenormand was able to send it downfield, and Atleti almost lose the ball again. But this time it breaks for Rodrigo de Paul, who's got rid of the gloves. Now here's Barrios. Now Alvarez on this left-hand side. He'll run at them. Now Galan tried to square it to Griezmann in the box. De Jong gets a foot in and puts it out for a corner on this left-hand side. And the game is not letting up. It's going from one end to the other. And again, another glorious play there from Lamine. A nutmeg and then a little Redondo flick. So corner to Athletic, who have had 2 pretty good opportunities. Corner comes in. Szczesny is fouled, but the referee says no. He gets the punch away. Rodrigo de Paul back into the box, and close range header there from Longley, who feels that it came off a Barca player, but it's gone out for a goal kick. Barcelona here are clinging on at the moment. Should have done better there, Longley. He felt that it took a nick off Inigo Martinez, but referee says no. Now here's Balde for Barcelona. Good ball downfield. Finds ample space here now for Fermin Lopez. Gaps opening up at both ends of the field now. Here's Lamine. Runs to the edge of the box. Picks out, love the little flick into Rafinha. Brings it onto his right foot. Shoots, and a good low-down save from Musso at his bottom left-hand post there. That was some fabulous counter play there from Barcelona. Lovely little flick on the edge of the box to pick out Rafinha. And Lamine has gone down. It was, well, was he? Yeah, just stayed onside there. It was a gorgeous little flick there from Fermin, who was asking for the ball back. All he had to do was square it back across him there. But Rafinha decided to go for the shot. Oh, that's another awful challenge from Longley. Right on top of the foot of Yamal, but no further action taken. Corner comes in. Headed clear. This time by Robin Lenormand, and it will be a throw-in to Barcelona over on this left-hand side. Can't take your eyes off this. It's going from one end to the other at the moment. But Atleti, they have had 2 really good chances to draw level in this second half, and they've spurned them both. But Barcelona do look very dangerous themselves. Chip downfield. Oh, he's got him behind the back of the middle. Oh, he just couldn't control it. Fermin had got him completely behind the back 3 there. And he couldn't control the ball in front of the keeper, who gladly gobbled up the heavy touch. If he managed to bring that down, he was 1-on-1 and 6 yards out. Gaps are opening up all over the field now. Now, Atleti have the ball again. Lenormand, long ball down this left-hand side, looking for Alvarez, but he can't control it, and it goes out for a throw-in for Barcelona. But surely a goal's coming. It's going from one end to the other. Lamine is kind of waving over to the technical area, trying to say that he's okay. He's hobbling quite badly from that challenge. Ronald Araujo is going to come on, and Atleti going to make another change as well. Nahol Molina is going to come on to replace Robin Lenormand. So change is made at the back again, and it's going to be a double change for Barca as well. We're going to see Eric Garcia and Ronald Araujo come on. Pau Kubasi is going to come off, the youngster, and he'll be replaced by Eric Garcia. And Ronald Araujo is coming on as well, and he will come on in place of Fermin Lopez. So I imagine that Garcia will go into the midfield and Araujo will replace Kubasi in the back four. And Yamal stays out there. They need him, he's their talisman. It's a double change made by Hansi Flick as we come up to the hour mark. Still 1-0 Barcelona, but the game has really opened up in this second half, and it is going from end to end. It's who can be clinical, who can take their chances. Ball flicked down over to this right-hand side. Here's Rodrigo de Paul. Tries to cross it in. It's blocked by Balde. Goes out for a throw-in. Taken quickly. Brought down on his chest by the chest there of Molina. But now they've lost the ball and another foul comes in. It's going to be another yellow card here. And it's Nahal Molina who's literally just come on the field. He's been on for 2 minutes. He's had one touch, and his second touch is a terrible foul on Eric Garcia, who himself has only just come on, and he's now writhing on the floor. And he caught him there, a late one on his ankle. It really has been a very, very feisty game, to put it mildly. Diego Simeone claiming there from the technical area that he got the ball. Molina is a bit nonplussed as to why he's gone in the book. And that's the 5th Atleti player to see yellow tonight. 2 of them are already on the back on the bench. Garcia here is in a world of pain. He's literally only just come on. This could be the shortest appearance this season from anyone. He's literally been on less than a minute. And he's in an awful lot of pain down there on the floor. Yeah, he was caught on the right ankle there on the follow through, and that was a bad one from Molina. Could have broken his ankle there. Will he be able to carry on? Hansi Flick has a drink of water. Doesn't look as if a change is imminent. But if this game finishes with 22 players, I'll be absolutely amazed, to be honest. Anyway, he's back up on his feet, thankfully, for him and for his teammates. Free kick to Barcelona, up near the halfway line. Martinez takes it short. Pedri picks out De Jong. Pedri again, he gives the ball away though, trying to pick out Ferran. And Longley will send it all the way back to Juan Musso. And then chips it over to this right-hand side. No favours there. Martinez wins the header, but it's gone out for a throw-in for Atleti. And Marcos Llorente will take that quickly. But again, they're under pressure here. And Llorente having to go back towards his own corner flag there. But he's cleverly won another throw-in there because it took a nick off De Jong. But they've lost the ball again straight from the throw-in. And it's gone out for another throw-in, but now also for Atleti. So they lost the ball briefly, but Balde then seemed to trip over the football. And it went out for another Atleti Throw in on this right-hand side. Ball now back at the feet of Juan Musso. Chips it over to this left-hand side. Not the best one, that. He did well there, Galan. He had to chest it down to keep it in the field of play. Now Alvarez, dispossessed. Referee, has he blown up? Yes, he has. Said the foul was by Ronald Araujo. And the game has gone incredibly stop-start now. Seems there's a foul every 30 seconds. Ball's gone all the way back to Musso. Has to get rid of it quickly because the press was on inside his own 6-yard box. And Atleti have given the ball away again inside their own half here. This could be danger. De Jong trying to thread it through for Ferran. Atleti trying to get the ball clear from their edge of their own box. It's a real comedy of errors again. But finally they get it out to Galan on this left-hand side. But they were living very dangerously there. Alvarez almost loses it as well. And then it comes down this left-hand side again. Is that a foul by Koundé? Yes, it is. And, well, it's Barrios who's gone down, clutching his shoulder. And this game is unravelling very quickly here. Foul after foul after foul. It's getting a little bit silly. It was Koundé who went in there. Barrios sort of slipped and then went down heavily on his shoulder. So that one certainly wasn't the fault of Jules Koundé. Barrios slipped and he tried to break his fall with his forearm. And as his full weight came down on it, he clearly jarred his shoulder quite badly there. So a break in play while we get this injury attended to. Barrios is now back up on his feet. Diego Simeone asking him if he needs to come off. He's still clutching that left shoulder, Barrios, but I think he's going to try and carry on. Long ball downfield in the meantime, but it goes straight into the arms of Szczesny. Barcelona will be frustrated here that they've only got this 1-goal lead. They've been second best in this second half. Atleti, 2 really good chances to level things. Barcelona know they need another one, and they're not dominating this second half like they did the first in terms of possession. They've lost the ball there again. De Jong hassled off it, but then Atleti give the ball straight back to them. Again, that's really poor. It's just careless. De Jong coming forward again for Barcelona. Picks out Yamal, but he's dispossessed now. Couldn't get the ball out from under his feet. And he gives a throw-in away on that left-hand side. Javi Galan will be the man to take it. Goes back to Longley. And then dinks it into the 18-yard box. Picked up by Barrios. Barcelona pressing high. He squares it over now to Jimenez, who will bring the ball forward, the captain. But then he sent the ball back towards the edge of his box and almost into the stride of Rafinha. Again, that was careless. And again, well done there. Well, Balde coming in through the back there. And again, it's, well, this time it's Molina who's gone down. It's starting to get like a pantomime, this. But it was a poor ball downfield from Atleti. They're putting themselves under enormous pressure with poor passing. Balde had every right to challenge for that. Molina's gone down ridiculously. He's back up now. There was nothing wrong really with that challenge. And now another Atleti player's gone down. It's going to be another free kick. Garcia this time can't believe it. And the game has descended into a bit of a farce at the moment. It's just free kick after free kick after free kick. No flow or tempo to the contest. Atleti take the free kick short and quickly. Alvarez, now Rodrigo de Paul. Sends it all the way back to Barrios. Now Llorente, just inside from the halfway line. Barrios, now Molina. But he's won a throw in there. Balde sticking his foot in. So throw in to Atleti on this right-hand side. It will be Nahuel Molina looking for Griezmann. He tries to flick it round the corner, but Balde gets there first. Then it's hooked downfield by Barcelona. Well done for keeping that in for Rodrigo de Paul. Sends it all the way back to Jimenez on the halfway line. Longley being put under pressure by Yamal. And they're being forced all the way back here. Good pressing, but Llorente does well there. Gets round Rafinha, and now de Paul. Back to Llorente. This looks promising. Edge of the box, but he tried to thread it through for Griezmann. It comes off the foot of Martinez and into the grateful arms of Wojciech Szczesny. 67 minutes gone. Still 1-0 to Barcelona. The game still very much in the balance. And it could have gone so many different ways. This Barca could have had this home and hosed in the first half. Now then, this is a run here. Lamine down the right-hand side, tries to square it over, finds Torres, edge of the semicircle, can't get the ball out from under his feet, and Atleti picked the ball up from him, and here's Rodrigo de Paul. That was a dangerous break. Now de Paul's giving it away. Sliding in for the ball there was Balde. Oh, he's going to be in trouble here. He's lashed the ball away in frustration. He's going to go into the book. Another Atleti player's gone down like he's been shot by a blunderbuss. This is just getting tiresome now. It was a sliding challenge from Balde. It was another loose pass from Atleti inside their own half. And he went in. Well, he clipped Molina. Nothing more. But the theatricals are just becoming wearisome now. Particularly from the home side. They have the ball at the back. Long ball downfield from Jimenez. And picks out Alvarez. He flicks it over the top. Sorlov's through. 1-on-1 and scores! The arms go up at the back. Has he stayed onside? No, he's not. The flag has gone up and Barcelona survive again. And it's that man Sorloth. He's a real thorn in their side. But they do play this dangerously high line, Barcelona. And I think he's just straight. Clever ball from Alvarez. Looped it over the head there of Koundé. And Sorloth was through 1-on-1 and he calmly drilled it into the bottom right-hand corner. But they've got away with it, Barcelona. They desperately need a second here. They really do. Oh, and they've given the ball away there. That was careless from Pedri this time. But Koundé has done well to win the ball back. Goodness me. And then a foul on Torres. But he's been told to get up by the referee. He's getting tired of it now. Game is just going into really scrappy mode here. Ball whipped into the box. And again, Griezmann can't get his foot to it. And it goes all the way out the other side. The flag's gone up again from the official for offside. Goodness me, there's so much going on. You can barely see what's happening half the time. There's fouls, there's offside flags, and there's wasted chances at both ends. And it's still 1-0 to Barcelona, who have a free kick with Szczesny on the edge of his 18-yard box. Almost 70 minutes gone. The second half has been a real bitty affair. It's been foul after foul after foul. But in amongst all that, Atletico Madrid have had 3 really good chances to equalise and 1 goal chalked off for offside. Barcelona have really struggled in this second half to really create anything of note. They've had 1 or 2 half chances. You could never rule them out. And that man Sorloth, a real thorn in this Barcelona side. But again, playing that very high line. Clever ball from Alvarez, just looped it over the head of Araujo. But Sorloth, yeah, a good yard offside there. Now here's Martinez, goes back to Szczesny, who's on the edge of the box, back to Martinez. Now Balde, tight to the touchline, works it nicely infield, but again it's a careless pass. They've got away with it, Barcelona. That was Eric Garcia. They're just passing it into traffic, both teams, all the time. And that's why there's been so many fouls. De Paul almost giving it away there. And Llorente does well to recover it. Now here's Jimenez. Ooh, almost intercepted as he sent it across the face of his own 18-yard box. Julian Alvarez. Barrios tries to find Sorloth. He does win the header, Sorloth. And then, well, the referee has blown up again here. I think it's another offside. Flag has gone up against the Norwegian. And the frustration starting to mount. Linesman now speaking to Diego Simeone. Now here's a big change for Barca. The veteran Polish striker Robert Lewandowski is going to come on shortly. Free kick taken short there by Barcelona. By Garcia. Now Szczesny, long ball downfield, trying to pick out Ferran. Doesn't win that header. Picked up by De Paul in the centre circle. Garcia will track him all the way, but he manages to chip the ball downfield here over to Alvarez on this right-hand side, who's trying to get him around the back of Balde. Does well there. Ball squared across to the edge of the box. Now it's chipped in by De Paul, but headed clear by Araujo. Chested down calmly inside the 18-yard box by Pedri, who then hacks the ball downfield. Now can the ball break here down the left? Looking for this run of Rafinha, but that was good defending from Barrios. It will be a throw-in to Barcelona on this left-hand side. Atleti thought it was going to go their way. The referee had other ideas. Now, is this the moment that Barcelona are going to introduce their top scorer, Robert Lewandowski? No, not quite yet. Balde with the throw. Now here is Pedri, I beg your pardon, on the halfway line. And he surges downfield. Rafinha picks him out with the return pass. And it comes back to Rafinha, very tight to that touchline. And he's dispossessed, and then Llorente back heels the ball out for a Barcelona throw on this left-hand side near the corner flag. Again, we're still waiting. Is this when Lewandowski's going to make his entrance? It looks as if it is. And it will be Ferran Torres, the man whose goal separates these teams, who's going to make way for the big Pole to come on. They desperately need another goal here. Torres there having words with Diego Simeone. It really is very feisty down there. And Torres comes off and Lewandowski comes on. They need another goal, Barcelona, here, they feel, because they've lived a very charmed life in this second half. Throwing goes backwards. Now Inigo Martinez sends it downfield looking for Lewandowski. Headed back towards the keeper. Barcelona appealing for something there. Well, the offside flag had gone up, so it was a free kick taken quickly by Jimenez. Now Clement Lenglet, formerly of Barca, of course. Long diagonal ball, picks out Molina on this right-hand side, but he's chests it and it's heavy. It goes straight to Pedri. Now Garcia, Pedri again. Nice turn. Into the centre circle he goes. Chips it over to Lamine on this right-hand side. He cuts in field, trying to get the ball out from his feet. Two men sandwiching him. And he's lost possession, but Lewandowski quickly gathers it back up and gives it to Eric Garcia. Now Pedri. Back to Pedri, just near the centre circle. Nearly 75 minutes gone. Here's Inigo Martinez. Good diagonal ball to pick out Lewandowski. He's fouled. Goes down. Referee says play on. Barcelona do, and they pick up the ball again. Here's Koundé. Now back to Eric Garcia. Now Pedri. Short passes amongst the Barca players. Here's Ronald Araujo. Well, I'm not sure what that was. He hacks it downfield and it just goes out for a goal kick. Not sure what he was thinking there. So goal kick to Atletico, taken short and quickly. And Griezmann, was he pushed over there? The referee says yes. And we have another foul. I've lost count, completely lost count how many fouls there have been in this game. It's been mad. 75.5 minutes gone. Still 1-0, game still on a knife edge. Atleti, like Barca in the first, could have had 2 or 3 in this second half. They've had one ruled out for offside. Here's Griezmann on the left, whips the cross in. Araujo heads it out for a corner. And the tension mounts once again as minute 76 ticks to a close. Corner on the left-hand side for Atletico. They trail 1-0 on the night, 5-4 on aggregate. As things stand, we're heading for an El Clasico Copa del Rey final. Corner comes in from this left-hand side. Griezmann can't get his head to it, and it's headed out by Barcelona. It'll be picked up by Rodrigo de Paul. Now Pablo Barrios tried a long ball, but it's blocked by Garcia, and it goes out for a throw-in to Atleti on this right-hand side, which de Paul rushes to take. Simeone just gesturing to his players to calm down. Good tackle there from Barcelona, from Martinez. Dispossessing Alvarez on the edge of the box. Now Barcelona have it with Lamine Yamal over on this right-hand side, halfway inside his own half. Little ball in field to De Jong. He sends it back to Koundé, and then it goes all the way back to Szczesny, who will then drill it downfield, looking for his fellow countryman Lewandowski, who almost dispossesses Jimenez there. He would have gone through one-on-one, but Musso launches it downfield again. And Araujo tussling there with Sorloth. He wins that battle. And now the ball breaks for Eric Garcia, who will bring it downfield for Barcelona. Now, Lamine, Pedri. Very casual there, very calm. Keeps hold of the ball. Garcia back to Koundé on the halfway line. Comes back out to Garcia again. Infield to Pedri. Little quick passes here. Lovely little flick there from Lamine. Picks out Lewandowski. Now the ball comes across to Rafinha. Edge of the box on this left-hand side. Squares it back across to Frenkie de Jong. Now Eric Garcia. Good ball into the box. Oh, cross comes in from Koundé, and a good block there on the edge of the 6-yard box by Longley. If he hadn't got to that, there were two men waiting to tap it home. And again, sublime skill from Yamal in the build-up to that effort there. And it will be a corner to Barca. Over on this right-hand side, now they have the added height of Araujo and Lewandowski, who in the first leg really were a menace on corners. Surely if Barca can get one here, that could well be that. Not the best corner, but it come to the edge of the 6-yard box. And Lewandowski tried to control it. Little bicycle kick, but he scuffed it straight to Musso. Poor corner that, really. Now then, here's Molina down this right-hand flank, but that's too strong. Llorente will chase it all the way through to Szczesny, who then lashes it back downfield and out of play for a throw-in on this left-hand side, taken by Molina on the halfway line. Pablo Barrios. Now, Julian Alvarez over on this left-hand side. Good ball from Galan. Gets it to the edge of the box. Ball's whipped in by Griezmann, but doesn't pick anyone out, and pounced on by Szczesny on the edge of his 6-yard box. Gap starting to open up aplenty as we edging towards the end of the 80th minute here at the Riyadh Metropolitano, and it is on a knife edge still only 1-0, 5-4 on aggregate. This is going to be a free kick to Barcelona, it looks like it. Lewandowski there clutching the small of his back. Looked like someone clattered him from behind there, and he's gone down in a heap. And he's back to goal, trying to shield that ball from the goal kick. Jimenez, oh yeah, he's proper stuck his knee right into his backside there. That was a bit naughty. And he certainly felt that. Griezmann has come off, and he will be replaced by Riquelme. Rodrigo Riquelme. So some more firepower coming on for Atleti. They know they need to score. Pedri now standing over the ball, halfway inside the Atleti half. Takes it short to De Jong, back to Pedri, loops it over to Koundé. Not the best pass there to Yamal, who's been dispossessed. Not much he could do about that. It was a poor ball from Koundé. Now the ball released down this left-hand side. Alvarez has to slam on the brakes. Galan comes over on the overlap, but he decides to send it infield to De Paul. Now it comes out to Riquelme on this right-hand side. Infield to Rodrigo de Paul, who's given the ball away again. Well done. Lamine now, ball downfield, but there's not enough on it. If there had been more on that, he was free and clear through the middle of the field. But it was under hit, and he throws his arms up in exasperation. Now Atleti have it again, down this left-hand side. Edge of the 18-yard box, but tight to the touchline. Here's Galan. 81.5 minutes gone. Comes back to Jimenez inside the centre circle. Now Riquelme on this right-hand side. Being badgered all the way there by Balde. Now Marcos Llorente in a central position. Now Longley out to this left-hand side again. It's Alvarez back in field. Llorente once again, way out of position there. Barcelona doubling up on the Atleti players on that left-hand side. Not giving them any room to work with here. De Paul has it now. Heavy touch and he's lost possession. Again, Rafinha. First time pass with the outside of his boot. Picks out Lamine on this right-hand side. He'll run at the box here now. Works it onto that that left foot, but it takes a deflection and harmlessly loops up into the hands of Musso. That was a bit of a tame effort from Lamine, if I'm honest. He'd done the hard work. Now, crossfield ball meant for Alvarez is intercepted by Koundé, who heads it downfield, but only as far as Javi Galan. Halfway line now, Atleti. Ball downfield, trying to pick out Alvarez, but now it breaks for Riquelme on this right-hand side. And that pass was never going to pick out De Paul. Good work by Martinez, who sends it downfield from the byline, and it will go out for an Atleti throw on this right-hand side. Taken quickly. Here's Riquelme once more. 83 minutes gone. Now Molina. Ball comes across to Marcos Llorente. Now Jimenez inside the centre circle, but forced to send it all the way back to Musso. Long diagonal ball from Llorente over to that left-hand side, but again he can only find the head of Koundé. Garcia finds Yamal. Pedri sends it back to Koundé. He was under pressure there. Now De Jong, little flick on the edge of the centre circle. This is good from Barcelona. Oh, he's given the ball away there. Lack of communication. It was Garcia. Now then, space Atleti on this left-hand side. Shot comes in. It's blocked by Koundé. Balloons up into the air. Atleti will gather it back again with Alvarez. Now they'll come forward with Llorente. Now De Paul on this right-hand side. Whips it into the box, but it flicks off the head of De Jong and trickles into the arms of Szczesny, who collapses onto it on the edge of his 6-yard box. Just under 6 minutes remaining of normal time. Barcelona still hanging on here. Goal on 27th minute from Ferran Torres. Certainly not the goal fest of the first leg, but goodness me, both teams have been far from clinical tonight. They've certainly created the chances. Oh, lovely little back heel there from Pedri. But then Balde gives it away straight away. And then Atleti give it away. It's been that kind of game. Inigo Martinez, all the way back to Szczesny. It's been far from calm and composed in the middle of the pitch tonight. That's to put it mildly. Another poor ball there from Koundé. And they've lost the ball again now, Barcelona. Alvarez. Now then, they have it in centre field with De Paul. Squares it across to Riquelme. Someone coming round on the overlap on this right-hand side. But Riquelme has been dispossessed. Can they gather the ball back in? Yes, they can. Molina, little ball in field to De Paul, but he's lost it now. Every pass is being blocked. Every cross is going wayward. Frustration mounting for both teams. As the ball goes out for a throw-in on this right-hand side. And the Barca player's gone down again. And it is Rafinha. He certainly came in for some stick in that first half, that was for sure. I'm amazed that there's still 22 men out there. Well, we're going to get a change now. Gerard Martin, he's going to come on for Barcelona. Lamine, he's going to come off. He's not happy, the youngster. But Hansi Flick, he's obviously trying to batten down the hatches here for the final 4 minutes plus stoppages. Not been at his scintillating best tonight, Lamine, but he's such a wonderful player. He's had some amazing touches tonight, but Gerard Martin comes on. He's a defender. So I'm interested to see what Flick is going to do here. Shoring up that defence for the final 4.5 minutes here. Free kick, Szczesny takes it long downfield, looking for Lewandowski. Headed clear by Jimenez. Barcelona win the ball in centre field, but it is a foul. It will be a free kick to Atletico. Just shy of the centre circle. Taken quickly by Jimenez. Now Longley. Long ball downfield, too long, all the way through to Szczesny. Frustration again for Alvarez. And Szczesny will gather it up and roll it out for De Jong. Now then, can Barcelona break downfield here? They've got room on this right-hand side. And Rafinha's come over there. Now here's Frenkie de Jong. Pedri. Now Gerard Martin. Out to Balde, gets the ball back as he comes in around the corner, squares it across, there's nobody there. Oh, Atleti lose it on the edge of the box. Ball breaks for Rafinha, his shot is blocked. Barca will get the ball back again. Again, it's almost a comedy of errors at times. Legs flailing everywhere, ricochets, air shots. It has been really scruffy, this game at times. So much riding on it. Martin back into Frenkie de Jong. In centre field. Here's Eric Garcia. Space on the right now for Koundé. Level with the edge of the 18-yard box. Goes back though to Garcia. Now Rafinha, who's floated over to that right-hand side. Now Pedri. De Jong. Barca passing it nicely now in little triangles. 2 minutes plus stoppages remaining. Garcia. De Jong once again. Oh, that's a foul on Koundé. Referee says plays advantage. Here's Lewandowski. Edge of the box. Rafinha now trying to get it out of his feet, has it on the edge of the box. Ball breaks here for Balde. Now Martin back into the mix, and it's hacked clear by Atleti, but it's going to fall again here for De Jong. Now Rafinha, 25 yards out. Garcia goes out to the right-hand side to Koundé. Ball back in field to Pedri. Barcelona now finding a little second wind here. Ball flicked into the box, but Pedri can't get to it. And Atletico are really under the pump here. They get the ball back to Galan. The flag's gone up. It will be a foul. The foul was on Alvarez. But time is running out here. Free kick taken quickly. Now here's Molina on this right-hand side. Long raking ball downfield, but it's awful. Straight through to Szczesny. Barcelona will take that all day long. Don't know who he was looking for there. And Szczesny showing his experience there. Just dribbling the ball back to the byline before picking it up. Trying to run the clock down. Martin with the long ball downfield. Brought under nicely there by Pedri. Now Frenkie de Jong could be on here for Barcelona. Threads it out to Balde on this left-hand side, but his cross is awful. And it dribbles along the floor straight into the hands of Musso. Lewandowski was waiting. Atleti have it again. Final 20 seconds of normal time. Here's Rodrigo de Paul. Are we in for some late drama here? We had it last night. A goal here for Atleti will take us into extra time. How much added time is the referee going to say here? Riquelme tries to get it round Martin, but he blocks it. Goes out for a throw-in. And the ball goes up. 4 minutes of added time. So Atletico have 4 minutes to try and rescue this. Otherwise, Barcelona have come here and done a smash and grab. Dominated the first half, not so much the second. It's been a very scrappy and feisty encounter, as you might expect. Certainly not the goal fest of the first. But we're 3.5 minutes away from an El Clasico Copa del Rey final. Ball whipped in, header by Sorloth, but it's gone over the bar. And it will be a goal kick to Barcelona. Inigo Martinez has gone down momentarily, just clutching the back of his leg there. And the time ticks on. So, the two managers watch on as Szczesny puts the ball down on the edge of the 6-yard box, sends it deep downfield with this goal kick. Header flicked on there, and it picks out Rafinha. But he's in no rush to do anything with it. Just running down the clock. Here's De Jong. Now Alejandro Balde. Taking it tight to that touchline. Trying to win a throw in there, but it's stuck in the feet of Molina. And then not the best pass there to De Paul. And Gerard Martin was quick there to extinguish that and put it out for a throw-in. 2 balls on the pitch as Llorente sends it back to Musso, who loops it downfield. De Jong wins the header, but it falls kindly for Barrios. Now it comes out to Alvarez on this left-hand side. Ball whipped into the box. Sorloth gathers it at the back post. Now Atleti still have it inside the box here. They're forced to go outside of the box now. Ball whipped over, space on this left-hand side now. Javi Galan whips it in. It takes a deflection off Koundé. Araujo heads it out of the box. And now Barca have it halfway through their own half, but they've lost the ball again there. Atleti come forward again down this left-hand side. Can they get the cross in here? No, it's blocked again brilliantly by Koundé. Barca send it downfield again, but again it goes straight to an Atleti player. It's almost as if there's a rubber wall on that halfway line. Barca can't suddenly get out of their own half. It's wave after wave of attack, but the time is running out here. This could be crucial. It's a foul on the edge of the 18-yard box, and it's a yellow card for Gerard Martin. One of many tonight, and this is in a dangerous place. Atleti have the free kick right on the angle of the 18-yard box on this right-hand side. As we tick towards the end of the 3rd minute of 4 added on, you feel that this has to be the chance. Diego Simeone is he waving? Yeah, he's telling his keeper to go into the box. It's all or nothing here now for Atleti, as Musso is on the edge of the 18-yard box. Free kick now, and it's Rodrigo De Paul standing over it. 2-man wall. Is this the last attempt? Ball is whipped in, headed out to the side by Araujo. They will pick it up again here. Atleti. Barrios. Has the danger been cleared? Not quite, but they're tight to that touchline and they've not got much space at all. Barrios whips it back in again. Chesty down, and Araujo has done well there. And is that the whistle? No, they're still playing. Barcelona players were celebrating. Araujo had cleared that danger there, out for a corner. Keeper has stayed up in the box here. Corner comes in on this left-hand side. Punch clear by Szczesny, and then lashed downfield by Pedri. The keeper's still out of his box. That's the full-time whistle, and Barcelona have come here, and they have beaten Atletico Madrid 1-0. It was a really feisty and scruffy affair, but the goal from Ferran